I'm just wanting to give you guys a little tour of Glossa, the app we've been working on here uh, for culture and language acquisition. Yes, first of all, I'll open up my terminal here. So basically, what we've done is uh, we've used JavaScript. It's a software package that basically lets you write desktop apps, cross-platform desktop apps with JavaScript and HTML. These web technologies that pretty much everybody is familiar with. Um, so I'm going to cd into my Glossa directory, and I'm going to run a little script here that will actually start up Glossa. Okay, so what you just saw there is what anybody right now would have to do in order to actually get the app running on their computer, whether it's Linux or Mac or Windows. This a couple of little shell commands will get it running. Our main developer right now is working on getting installable packages running for all of the platforms. But until then, you'll have to suffer with the matrix here. But this is the main interface, I guess. This is actually the text corpus, the text management interface. People who are actually like doing linguistic analysis on their text would actually basically enter their data here, or I have an IPA palette. If they want to enter their phonetics, they can do that here. And basically, this is kind of a catalog of all of your text files that you've taken. This is not just linguistics. This is full-on culture and language documentation tool. So yeah, up here, this is our drawer menu. There's going to be some different sections here in the app. The lexicon is basically going to take all of the words that you enter in your transcription and basically index them and let the user kind of manage a dictionary, essentially build a dictionary from text that they're transcribing. I'll show you a little bit about how that works a little bit later here. For now, we'll go to notebooks, and you'll see here we've got different users. Now this isn't actually working yet, but this is the idea. Basically, it'll pull in users from that are on your local network. You'll have to have a wireless network in order to see these users, but you don't have to be connected to the internet. All you would have to have is basically a wireless router that's turned on. So I'm going to go to my notebook here. And so right now I have a couple of culture events, if you want to call them those. But we basically, to add a new one, you just click the plus button. And there's 3 different kinds of culture events you can add. You can add an audio-centric culture event for which you have audio, a picture-centric culture event for which you have a picture, and then just a normal type of culture event, which can take an audio and a picture if you want, or it can just take text. But basically, the workflow is going to essentially go like this. You'll either add a culture event here, or with our mobile tool, the mobile tool will actually add culture events. And up here, you would see all these posts here would be integrated with your coworkers' posts. There would be a header up here. It's blank in this one here, but you would actually see your coworker, his head, and probably the date that he created the culture event. And there it is. Like, this is what a post actually looks like. Okay, so this is what the anatomy of a post, essentially, of a culture event. This particular culture event doesn't have any audio or a picture associated with it, but we can go ahead and put one of those down there right now if we wanted to. And here you'll see we have these hashtags. These are actually the real OCM tags, and all of your text is indexed, and every culture event gets with tags in it gets indexed and is searchable. Later we're going to have some output options to actually like generate a kind of ethnography a skeleton of an ethnography based on the tags that you have in these posts. Really easy to do, actually really scriptable if things are handled this way. And then we also are going to introduce these at handles, these mentions, which are going to work a lot like hashtags, but they're going to be a little bit more user configurable. You can make your own hashtags in this app. We just have preloaded the list of all the OCM ones and their descriptions. I'm going to go ahead and show you how that actually works now. It's all, like I said, text-based. So if we're going to add a header, we'll do this, and then we'll add some tags. So maybe we want to add a tag about marriage. We will just hit the hash key here, and once we start typing, we'll get all sorts of all the tags. It's searching the tags and their descriptions for the actual correct tag that we're looking for. So marriage, different kinds of marriage tags here, or different tags that mention marriage. They're all basically in there, but we have all of the tags baked in right here. All the OCM tags with the appropriate OCM numbers and their descriptions. These are all what is getting searched when you run one of those when you're starting to add a hashtag. You could search for hashtags, and let's go ahead and close this, and we can actually make new hashtags as well. So if I wanted to tag something for my friend or my coworker, I could just add another tag here, and then I hit save here, and it adds this to my feed. And this is going to actually get posted. Everybody who's on my network, who's running the app, this will pop up. This once everything syncs over the network, it'll pop up, and the to do tag now will actually be added there. I can add descriptions, which make different terms searchable, and eventually we'll be able to bulk edit these tags, these user added tags, and super awesome convenient features for writing documentation. And that's exactly what we're doing. So all right, so here if we go into edit this post, here we have a culture event about preparing Adiyama, which is our word for the Pandana screw pine thing. I don't know what you'd want to hashtag this with. Hashtags, according to Yale, the href stuff, you're supposed to basically tag every single paragraph with an OCM number. And so we've actually enabled you to do that with hashtags. And you can do them in line, you can do them anywhere you'd like. But need a space here. We can do them any way we like, adding these hashtags, or we can, at the end of a paragraph, if we want to add them in parentheses, maybe food processing, we want that one. Yeah, that's basically the basics of adding hashtags as OCM tags to all of our posts, and they're going to get filtered. You could filter all your posts in your notebook by tags here. Your notebook is essentially, that's what we're calling where you're keeping all of these culture events. You can also, we're doing the same thing with these things called mentions. We're just using the @ symbol to reference humans, or it could be another user configurable tag. Use them for pretty much whatever you want. This is what the tag management setup looks like. These are all of the OCM tags, all hash tagified, so that you can put them into the your notebook posts really easily, and everything gets searched, and it's super easy to add any of these tags, way easier than finding them somewhere else or opening up another window and having to look for them. And you can make your own hashtags as well. We have these ones here. This is pretty convenient. But hashtags, I think this is the way to do this. Definitely the most convenient way to catalog and document all this culture information that we're taking in. So yeah, there's these 3 different culture event types that we have here to add. Go ahead and add an audio one right now. Looking for some audio files. Have one right here. We'll add this guy. So that adds my audio file, and here I'm actually writing a caption or a description. I'm not transcribing anything here. That happens later, but description of the audio file. This too is also markdown and hashtagifiable. We have autocomplete lists going. All sorts of cool stuff baked in. It's all text. It's all super clean, and it's all searchable, totally cross-platform, super lean. So yeah, that's so many benefits. But we'll just go ahead and add this post, and here it is. This is my audio post. But now, if I wanted to transcribe that, I'll go over here to my corpus, and you can have as many corpuses as you want. And we'll go ahead and make a new text file, and we'll call it that audio entry. Okay, so this here is the description for your text file. Again, hashtags, totally markdown, just really awesome. What I can do now is attach some media. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find my post with audio that I just made here, and I'm going to attach that to my post here, or to my text here. And then this is the transcription interface. Now I would use this to actually transcribe my text, and there's going to be a lot more transcription functions baked in. Scrubbing backwards and forwards, all the keyboard shortcuts will be in there. Variable playback speed is all going to be in there. But we have tons of features, awesome features planned for this. And this is all of these words here, they're going to get funneled straight into our lexicon over here. This is where we'd actually enter the text of our text file, or the transcription of our audio, whatever. This is where we'd analyze it and actually add things to the classify the things that we're adding to our lexicon, our dictionary. This is where we'd actually do some discourse analysis. And this is where we'd do export and actually preview for printing or whatever. If we wanted to print one of these text files, that's where you'd go. So we haven't worked on this yet. It's kind of in beta, I guess, over here in the prototype. This is essentially what it's eventually is what it's going to look like. We'd have here the baseline. This is actually over here where we'd actually add our transcription of our text or whatever, and that all gets pulled in to our Analyze tab here. Up here on the baseline, this is essentially we're interlinearizing our baseline that we added, our whether it be a transcription or a translation, whatever it is. Basically, that line goes up there, and we break down every morpheme here, and we tell, it's just a prototype right now, it's not really working, but we tell Glossa what each part is, and then we give it the gloss, the grammatical information, and maybe a loose translation. And all of this information is used to populate our lexicon, which right now, again, this is in the infant stages, but this is what it looks like right here. Our parts of speech will add all this information. It will actually pull in live examples from the corpuses that we have going. If we ever use this word in any of our other texts, it'll pull up these those analyses that we did. And eventually we're also going to have, it'll be associated with audio and notebook entries. So we'll have, we'll have sentences of text here that the app knows that word is in, and we'll be able to listen to that sentence. And it's all programmatic. We didn't have to enter all this data. It's all essentially automatically entered as the user was inputting it. So the missionaries don't have to spend all this time adding this little stuff. It's all like on the fly, it's added. So it's super clean. But that's essentially how that works. And notebooks, you actually, you saw how those look. This is the prototype. But and users can export their dictionaries. They can share their dictionaries. It's going to be really, really awesome. So that's just the rundown of Glossa, and we have help baked in. All these, they're not actually working yet, but they're totally, as we develop the app and document the app, we're building these helps, the grammatical helps for actually breaking down the grammar of your language, phonology, definitely all sorts of tools that we're going to be putting in here, pretty much just to help users use the app. And then in our settings, we'll probably pull in the ethnologue, so people can document which language they're working on, and they can share that information with Language Forge if they want to, or any of the SIL products that are out there. The hashtag manager, obviously, but right now it's in the early stages of development, but we've made a lot of progress in the last just a couple months. And I've been church planting, and our developer has actually had school as well, so we've made some serious progress for really not putting much time or money this direction. So man, thanks to you guys for checking it out.